what year you crossed. Let everybody see. Be proud, right? If you don't see your line sisters or your line brothers on the line, go ahead and give them that invite link. Tell them to go ahead and jump on because we are about to get started in a couple of seconds. It's begin. Let's get in here, right? Less than 60 seconds before we get started. Keep letting us know where your organization, the year you cross. I love to see it. Welcome to the Divine Nine. Amazing.
This meeting is being recorded.
I love it. Y'all, it is the bottom of the hour. Welcome to the Divine Nine Zoom. My name is Amanda Owens, coming in from the heartbeat of the Gulf Coast, Mobile, Alabama. Proud lady of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, spring 2005 of the Delta chapter. I am going to now pivot to my coach, my sister in success. Y'all, she is out of the Madison, Alabama area. Can I tell you that in this opportunity, she has helped thousands of people. She has an organization well over 9,000. And can I tell you that she wears her letters proud? She is a member of Alpha Incorporated, that she's a top income earner in this opportunity, loves helping people, loves traveling, actually just touched down from Jamaica today, but she wanted to make sure that she gave time on her Founders Day to share the great news. I want to bring to the line 5-star director, Mrs. Latoya Mayberry McCombs.
I am here. Can you hear me? And can you see me?
I can. Take it away.
You're right. I just touched down from the great paradise island of Jamaica. And y'all know today is our Founders Day, Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. Ladies, go ahead and put it in the chat if you are on with me today. Happy Founders Day to the beautiful, can't even get it, sophisticated ladies of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. Y'all, today is the day of service for me. I love to serve, but I'm going to serve in a different capacity on today. But before we get started, I want to throw it back at Miss Amanda Owens. Thank you so much for being a servant leader. Thank you so much for just saying, hey, whatever you need from me, I am here, because I want to help people make a difference in their lives. She has an organization of well over 200 individuals where she's serving, helping people fight for financial as well as the of the company. Now she is definitely getting done. The first director in Mobile, Alabama. So thank you. Well, y'all, we're gonna get started, because I definitely don't want to hold you all long, but we definitely want to be strong with this information that we're going to share on tonight. So all of our fraternity brothers, our Greek sisters, brothers, we want to really, truly give you some information on how you can change your life for the rest of your life. Now, this was intentional on today, very intentional. Why was it intentional? Because we're nowhere at a point in this time, in this season, where people are looking for something different. How many of y'all are looking for something different? How many of y'all started the year off saying, my 2025 will be the year that I thrive and not just survive? Who said that? I hope everybody said that. I'm not just surviving in 2025. I want to really, truly thrive. And the ladies that I have on the panel today, they are thriving. Yeah, they're thriving in 2025, but we just getting started. That's why we're excited about this information we're going to share with you on tonight, because we are just getting started. We're doing some amazing things in our career inside of this business, but there's more. Y'all put in the chat, I want more. I want more. And whoever tell you that you should not say that, tell them no. I'm going to continue to say that because I want more. Never get too comfortable where you feel at your life, oh, I'm okay. This is it. No, you want more. So let's start with the panelists on today. I'm gonna start out here in Huntsville, Alabama, with this young lady who is my A1 since day one. Y'all, we were on the Arsenal together. Well, she started on the Arsenal before me. I came, we met, we were daddy's girls, we had conversation. She became a member of Delta Sigma Theta. Of course, I still love her, even though she's, that's my sister. I still love her. But she joined this opportunity with me. And she said, let's go for it. And y'all, she is definitely going for it. She has an organization of well over 1,000 individuals. But what I love, on a full-time basis, she does have a career. I'm going to let her tell you about that. She's a wife. She's a mom. She has a very busy schedule. Y'all, she even the cheer coach of Alabama A&M University. Do I have any Bulldogs on here? Go ahead and type in the chat, go Bulldogs, because she is the cheerleader coach and definitely a diehard Bulldog fan. Miss Rashiba McGowan, how are you?
Bless, you have me smiling from ear to ear. And can I go ahead and keep it real today? Do you mind if I keep it real?
Go ahead. I know you are anyway. Go ahead.
Yes, y'all. We met in the halls of the DOD Sparkman Center, and it was her shoes, her hair. And as I met her, I was like, oh, yeah, this is a Delta girl. It blew my mind when she came to my desk with an AKA jacket on, right? I was like, hold up, what? I did not know. And so she was my sister before Greek. She's my sister in Greek and after Greek. So I'm excited to be on this platform. I still work my full-time job. And I was sitting in that chair like, she is bold and beautiful. But that's what it's about. And that's why we want to have this real conversation this evening. So I'm happy to serve. Welcome back from Jamaica, Director.
And I even got a little tan, y'all. Seriously, I got a tan while in Jamaica. You don't understand. The sun there is amazing. So I'm going to get you to tell a little bit more about yourself. But let me hop on over. Oh, I forgot to say this. It's 6 figures part-time. Y'all put in the chat part-time, because I want you to hear what we'll be talking about in a few minutes. And then I'm gonna go out there to Atlanta, Georgia, to this beauty. Everybody with a team of well over 1,000 individuals, So she's earning $100,000 a year part-time. She did it on a part-time basis. I love the fact that she worked in education for many years, and she gonna tell you her story. I want to tell you, I'm not. But listen to this. What I love about this individual is that she has a heart of gold. Y'all, we met this opportunity. We became sisters in success. Delta Sigma Theta, Miss Johnny McRae.
Happy Founders Day to all the ladies of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. I am so excited to serve with you all on tonight, but I have to say, I don't know why you keep giving me a 4th child. I have 3. That's not. It's not 4. 3 is enough, y'all. 3 is enough. But I will say, when I came inside this opportunity, I was so excited because I saw 2 women, 2 beautiful women that were doing it. They were making the 6 figures, working full time for someone else. And I said, if they can do it, I can do it too. I will tell my story in just a bit, but when I saw that, I knew that not only my soror, Rashiba McGowan, and of course, Latoya Mayberry, my sister, my Divine Nine sister, and of course, I love my my AKA sister, so I cannot slight you, even though you made the wrong choice. But at any rate, I will say that I will tell you that I love both of these women, and I was so taken away with the fact that they could make this type of money working on a part-time basis. I had never, ever seen that before. So back to you.
Everybody, we're gonna have some fun tonight. So I hope you're ready for the fun. And all this is really that fun because we have fun doing what we're doing. I'm gonna stay out here in Atlanta, Georgia, and I'm gonna go to this individual who is again my sister of success. She's my sorority. Y'all, I had to say the best for last. I'm just joking. No, I'm just joking. But she is a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated with a team of well over 900 individuals, right there at 1,000 individuals, doing some amazing things. One of the next six-figure income earners inside of this opportunity, inside of our organization. Y'all, she's phenomenal. She is a mom of 4. Let me get hers right. No, 3, 4. She has 3 boys, and you know, I always have your stepson. But yes, doing some amazing things in the top 1% of the company. Miss Tanya Parker.
I am fantastic, and I feel blessed to be on this panel of distinguished women in my upline, as we say, right? They have done the thing before me, showing me how to do it. Thank you so much for coaching and this phenomenal opportunity for me because I had never done anything like this, right? And so if I could come along here and be that close, a sneeze away from 6 figures in Planet Marketing, which we'll talk to you about that, you know, if I can do it, you can do it. Back to you.
I love it. Well, I'm gonna go out here to my other sister in success out of the Richmond, Virginia as well. She's an Alpha Kappa Alpha woman. Yeah, she works in this business on a part-time basis, almost identical. Our stories are identical. She works for the federal government. Y'all, she's earning outside of this 100 individuals, and you have 3 children, right? Look, I'm getting these children messed up. 3, me and Rashid.
This meeting is being recorded.
And then the corporate America after making $250,000. And I said, well, if she can do it, guess what? I can do it too. So yes, I still work full time for the federal government.
These stories, you're going to be able to resonate with these ladies because they're no different than you. We're no different than you. The only difference is we saw it before you did. And why do we dedicate this to our divine 9? Because listen, we serve all the time. And we hear service to many leads to greatness, service to all mankind. And y'all, we're going to serve in a different capacity tonight. We're serving in a way where we're going to show people how they can really, truly make more money than they ever made, take advantage of the largest and sexiest industry in the world, travel, and how they can make it a business on the side if you desire, but it can become a full-time business if you desire. We're going to show you how you can literally be able to take advantage of the travel industry, a $9 trillion industry. $9 trillion, where you can stream of doing. So I'm gonna start back with Ms. Rashiba McGowan. If you don't mind, let's just talk a little bit about who is Rashiba McGowan and why did you decide? I mean, you didn't tell them what you do. I want them to know your profession. Why did you decide you want something else? Because when people look at you, they see, okay, she makes 6 figures. She drive a nice car. She live in a nice house. She's doing very well. So why did you decide there was more?
So what I realized early on was Uncle Sam, right? The more you make, the more they take. So I didn't have any kids at that time. You know, when I filed my taxes, I wasn't getting a refund. So I knew that that was not going to be my life. Just that plan A. Oh no, I knew I had to have a hustle. And so I spent time just thinking about, you know, what do I do on the side when I leave my plan A? What do I do? Y'all, I 8 hours. It was 2 days that I went and checked in, one for the training, and then I left and I was like, nah, this ain't me. Right? Right after work. And so I was like, well, I have to do something. What other additional stream of income do I do? And I just remember praying about that. I remember having conversations with my now husband. You know, I know there's something else out there. I came from a family of entrepreneurs. My dad is an entrepreneur. My brother's an entrepreneur. My mom was a part-time entrepreneur. And so I knew what the work looked like, but I did not know what this would be for me. Well, a 19-year-old student from Alabama A&M reached out to me, who I mentored. And when she said she was an entrepreneur, she had her own business, she wanted me to take a look at it. First off, I was proud of her. I was like, go girl. But I internalized it and I'm like, this girl got a business, right? 19 years old. That's a big deal. And so I took a look at it and I knew right then and there, I was not going to be her customer. I wasn't going to be the individual who assisted, right, her in getting me where I wanted to be. I wanted to, I had that. To what do you desire? I said, just an extra $500 a month. I work for the Department of Defense. I have a great job. At that time, I was probably a GS 13, right? I was doing good. That 500, Director McCall, thousands a month in 2.5 years, right? I didn't leave my job like you did with the I wanted in my conversation with people who never imagined themselves owning a business, people who thought, and I'm gonna let the cat out the bag, a $200 investment is and oh man, this is the conversation I started having with people. So I did not know how many people will be blessed because of my obedience. And what I also didn't know is when you help enough people get what they want, you by default get what you want. So that's who I am, and that's why I got started. And that's also why I never stop, right? And it is definitely not divine, not divine intervention. We are waking families and households up, letting them know whether it's 200, 400, 500, 5,000 or more a month, this is where you get it. Back to you.
Miss Janice McRae, who are you? And why multiple streams of income? I want you to talk about that. Why do you believe multiple streams of income is essential in today's economy, especially for professionals? And, you know, our sisters and our brothers. Why? And why did you decide this was it for you?
So I will tell you very quickly. I was a daughter of 2 educators. My grandparents were educators, and they told me, go to school, get you a good education, get you a good job. And that's what you need to do. And so that's what all I knew. So I went to school, I did that, got a good education, and boom, life happened, right? And so when life happened, that meant that, hey, I'm not still with that person anymore. I have 3 children now, got 2 in college and 1 on the way and to college. And then a young lady brought this opportunity to me. I had to stress that it was 1 on the way to college, not 1 on the way, but 1 on the way to college. So I had 3 children that were going to be in college, and the legislation had changed. They said, Johnny's, we love you. It took 20 years and 3 degrees and all of that for you to get to a 6-figure income, but we're going to cut your salary in half. We love you, but we don't want you to change. We don't want you to leave us. We have this other position over here for you, and it's half of what you were making. Now, hold on. wait a minute, I went to school for all these years and got 3 degrees, and now you're telling me that you're going to cut my salary in half. Not only was I a single parent with 2 kids in college and 1 on the way, I said, this doesn't make sense. This is not adding up. I was doing what my mother and father told me to do. So I decided that I needed to figure out that while other people were working their full-time jobs, why didn't I have something else in the works? Why didn't I have another source of income coming in? And so when this opportunity was brought to me, it just made sense to me. I said, I know I'm going to do travel. I know my friends, my family, and all of that. So why not participate in what I was going to do anyway? And what I want people to know, and I don't know if we're not going to talk politics, but you asked me about multiple streams of income in the economy on today. I want you to see what's happening with our new administration that's coming in and all the cabinet positions that are being appointed. You all, take a look. Politics, you got to know that there's an uncertainty. And you need to have multiple streams of income, not just one. And so education wasn't just doing it for me. So when I got into this one, I had 8 other streams of income.
I love it. I love it. And you're right, because anytime we change presidents, there's always going to be an effect in the economy. So we always need to be prepared for whatever happens. Miss Tiffany Pierce, I want you to answer that question too, along with who is Tiffany Pierce and why? You know, I don't know if you were like me and Miss McGowan was furloughed, you know, but why?
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm the same way. I did what they told me to do, right? My father was a military vet. They told you go out, get an education, get a good government job. They never told me that they could furlough you and tell you that, hey, listen, you aren't going to get paid for come to work. You still kind of come to work because we still need you because you're serving for, the armed forces. You're taking care of them as well. But we're not going to pay you at this time. We haven't passed the budget. And we know it's going to affect everything around you, but you still need to come to work, right? But also they told me to go get a good job, make 6 figures, but I'm gonna be very honest and transparent on this line. Nobody really taught me what to do with that 6 figures, right? So I always tell people my debt to income ratio was ugly. I was making the money, but I didn't feel like it. And then when you make that kind of money, like Rashiba said, they stay in your pocket. And having additional kids was not what I was going to do to try to get some additional tax deductions, right? I also knew I was very business minded and knew that the rich get rich because somebody showed them an opportunity, right? And so this opportunity, while it came before me several times, and I actually said no to it, I didn't turn my nose up at it, but I didn't look at it. Simply because I didn't come from entrepreneurs. I came from the go to school, get a good job, right? And so I knew I had secured a nice foundation within the government, but I realized that, hey, let's do something else, right? Because I do need additional streams of income. You also had COVID, which I started at the height of COVID, right? That was the indicator for me. Because yes, they could furlough me, but I also knew everybody around me was just flat out losing their jobs. So you could never rely on one thing. One single source of income isn't going to cut it nowadays. Everybody's screaming multiple streams. So what could I do? Because I just didn't desire, honestly, to start a business. I didn't want to go out and look for something or put all the work and effort to actually starting my own business. I would have all these different things, what we call side hustles, right? Where I could create income, but I just knew I wanted more, period. I don't care how much money I made, what it was, I wanted more. And my 3 children, 2 of them are adults. So unlike Johnny's, I did actually have another one on the way, right? So my youngest is 6 years old. My oldest is 24. And when I had my youngest, I just, you want to give your kids better, right? You want to do something different. And so this opportunity not only allowed me to come in, do something that I love to do, which we've already said is in the travel industry, pay off my debt. Then I really saw the real money. And I saw that this opportunity could literally give me everything I have ever been looking for, everything I thought the federal government was going to give me, but so much more, and give me those freedoms that most of us are driving for, most of us are striving for. And I watched everybody around me who was retiring, because when you work for the government, you have a lot of people retiring. They either work so long that when they retire, they don't get to enjoy it because unfortunately they pass away, or they just don't have enough money. And I was not going to work the rest of my life to just not have enough money to do those things that I wanted to do. So when I really looked at the opportunity, I was like, oh yeah, this is it. And then again, coming in and seeing all this before me, oh, this is it. So that's why.
Now, how many of you all have probably not turned your nose up at the opportunity, but really just said, I don't know if this is for me? I mean, it's okay. I said the exact same thing. I was like, I don't know if this is for me. I'm doing very well in what I was doing, but I'm so glad that someone told me, why do well when wealthy is available for you? You doing well. Yes, you drive a nice car, you live in a nice house, but what if you could be wealthy? And you don't know if unless you try. That's the best thing about it. The travel industry is the most lucrative industry in the world. And I love what documented billionaire Warren Buffett says. He said, what you like to do, you make it your hobby. I love clothes. Y'all love shoes. As Ms. McGowan told you, I love purses, but everybody don't. But guess what the world loves? Y'all put it in the chat. Travel. Nobody's allergic to it. Everybody's doing it. People laugh at me, and Heather, when I say people will go travel before they pay their mortgage and then come back and try to figure it out later. It happens. That's why it's the most lucrative industry in the world. So Miss Tanya Park, I'm going to jump to you because you have seen the money. You have seen success. So what inspired you to explore additional streams of income, and how does it change your life? Because, you were married, you had the millions, you lived in the big house, you broke bread with famous people. Why?
Well, let me tell you, with my background being in radio, the funny thing is who I was married to didn't help my radio career in Atlanta. Okay. It also didn't help that I had 3 kids in 1 year. And don't try that at home, everybody. Okay. Don't try that anywhere. But, no, I had 1, then I had twins. And so when I went through a divorce, I had gotten accustomed to traveling, at a certain level and a certain place. And so even my mother, we toured Europe in the 80s, the olden days, in the 1900s, right? And so telling my age, but I was grateful for that exposure. But the multiple income streams and the opportunity like this, like travel, like it's not feeling like work. It's something that you enjoy doing, you love doing. And so I lived a 7-figure lifestyle. And so when I went through a divorce, I still wanted to be able to travel top shelf like I was used to, right? But this opportunity leveled the playing field for that, because if it weren't for it, I wouldn't have been able to travel in that same magnitude. But I definitely didn't think about the income till later. I was just looking at the product. I had no idea until I met people like you, Coach, who was actually making 6 figures in this opportunity residually. Okay. And so I said, wait 1 minute. Okay. I love to travel. Everybody knew that about me, but to actually have that amazing compensation attached to a phenomenal product, it just made sense to me. And so I wanted to get started right away without even knowing all of the facts about it. And so just an incredible opportunity for you not only to travel, but to earn income from it.
I love what you and Ms. McRae said, really honestly and truthfully. You both wanted your own. You came from 2 incomes, 1 income, and then you decide, I want my own. Yeah, I've lived a glamorous life. I've lived 7 figures, but I want mine. Anybody ever experienced divorce? Anybody ever it's going from 2 incomes to 1, and now you got to figure it out? You weren't prepared, but now you figure it out. And what these ladies have said, I wanted mine. I wanted to be able to do live the same way, have my own income where, now my boys and my girls, we can all do that together. I love it. Miss Rashiva McGowan, we're going to go to you now. So how has multiple streams of income allowed you to give back to the community? Because, you know, in a Greek organization, one of the things we want to do, we want to give back. Because we always say service to many leads to greatness. And honestly, for me, I was selfish at first. I said I wanted the extra income so I could spend, you know, get some of the things I like. But then after a while, philanthropist, which Tanya, I'm gonna let you talk about that too, Ms. Parker, was one of the things that I really wanted to do. I wanted to be able to give back. I wanted to be able to give where it didn't hurt, Ms. McGowan.
So first off, I was giving broke. Then
Right. You
But
was giving when it hurt. Now I'm talking about give when it don't hurt.
right. We are all, none of us are selfish women. And I say that's why so many people are blessed because of our obedience. But man, oh man, when you start praying to be the lender and not the borrower, you really don't understand what that prayer means. And I used to always say that, like, I don't want to borrow. I don't want to borrow. You know, Lord God, let me be the lender. That's me. That's my faith. But that's where I was in my life. And man, oh man, now you got to change that prayer up, y'all. Now I'm allowing people to understand, hey, this is how I make money. You can do this too. But the reason why it can help me is because we all know, I don't know about AKA Zetas, you know, Sigma Gamma Rose, but Delta Sigma Theta, we ask for money, y'all, right? The beginning of every year, you got to pay those dues, and not just national dues, you have to pay the chapter dues. And then sometimes you got to buy different things, fundraise for different things. And you know, it's no joke. So I remember struggling. Soror McRae, right? Soror Owens, you know, okay, let me pay these dues out of this check because I don't want to show up at that meeting and not be able to vote. And so really, I remember the year I started my business, 2015, October 2015, January. Oh, I was writing a check. Who do I pay? When do I pay it? Etc. But what I realized, it was allowing me to really align myself with some of my sorors who were successful, right? I saw that, you know, those that didn't pay, I got you. And I was literally saying, hey, it's okay, I'll pay your dues. You know, you can pay me back. I remember Director McCombs going to the Centennial, right? Just having Kinsley in 2013, and that was Centennial year, 100 years, you know, new mom. There were people struggling at that time. And I was like, look, if we have to get one hotel room because I have an agent rate, I have perks and courtesies, right? I was ignorance on fire. I got us. We just need you to get there, right? Drive, get there. And so it has opened up so many doors where I'm not just blessed, but I'm blessing other people. And it's because you're aligning yourself with successful people in this world. You're going to be that fifth person if you're hanging with 4 millionaires. And that's how I see myself. So we're helping people get the money, but we're helping people understand, not just earn it, save it, invest it. It's a bigger picture. And to me, how to make it, save it, invest it.
I love this because I was sitting at sorority meeting in November. I think it was November sorority meeting. And I paid my dues. And they was like, you paid your dues already? I'm like, yeah, $500 something. And y'all, this is not to brag. I'm like, that's it. $500. Yeah,
Was more, right? I told you.
And then and then as I was sitting there, you know, Boulay is in 2026. I seen this thing come out, save for Boulay in 2026. I'm like, y'all saving to go to Vegas? This is just something that we do. We just fly to Vegas. So it is an opportunity to open up so many more doors for you to not have to struggle, for you not have to go without, for you to be able to give back to the community, for you to be able to serve in so many different capacities. So Ms. McRae, I'm gonna go to another question, but if you want to touch on that, you can. But what I want to ask you, what are some unique opportunities in the travel industry that members of the Greek organization can benefit from?
Well, No, I don't want to, you all have said that enough. So I know I don't need to touch on that. And time is of the essence, and we have so much to unpack. So what I will say, that one of the wonderful things about when I got in the travel industry was that one of my very first bookings was for me and my line sisters. And I booked a trip for all of us to go to, I believe it was the Rio Reggae in Jamaica. It was amazing, but guess what? I just sent them a link and they really booked it themselves, and I got the commission check. Not only did I get the commission check, but I was able to go for free, because if you know, in certain situations, after a certain number of people, then you are able to get X number of persons for free. And I was able to get all of my line sisters a reduced amount in a group booking. Lining, we were able to do all of those things, and I was able to capitalize on that, and I enjoyed it. So what I want you all to know is that we love it, we have fun, we make money, and we're able to even share the wealth, because I was able to get all of my line sisters a reduced rate, even after the group rate. So it just depends, but you need to look at the fact that we are here and helping you make money, capitalize on what you have access to, and enjoy what you love doing. So I just want to be quick and in and out, but that is one of the very first things that I will say. And it doesn't have to be just Greek letter organizations. It can be whatever organization you're in, whether it's a church organization, whether it's a community activist, whatever you're doing, there's opportunities for you to make money, help other people, and do it in something that you love to do.
So, Miss McRae, tell us how much money you made on that trip. I know people are interested to know.
You really want to bring it out. I'm telling you. So
yes,
really,
they want to know how this looks.
So the wonderful thing about that is that I didn't even book their hotel. Their airfare. I only booked their hotel. So the hotel, I made over $6,000. The person that brought me into the business, she knew nothing about it. She got a 10% match. She got a $600 check. She didn't even know I was putting it together. I got to go for free. My line sisters got almost half of what they were really going to pay anyway. The wonderful thing about it is that in this business, I just got a check for $17,500 off of a check that someone that is close to me booked 3 hotels, and he got $170,000, and I got a 17% match. The company took nothing out of that person's pocket. I love this opportunity, and you get a chance to give back, because that's what you all say. I want to help somebody else. I want to do. This is the opportunity where you're able to not only earn money, but now you're able to give to other people.
I love it. I love it. So, Miss Tiffany Pierce, we're going to get down into some real conversation. I have questions, but we're going to gear off into this because I want it to be more impactful. So I want you to tell a little bit of, economics. We're going to talk about the economic shift, because most people say, I don't know if I have time. I don't know if this will work for me. How can I own a travel business, still have a career, still be a mother, still be, that significant other or wife, and still be able to be successful? We know it's not a such thing as balance, but that person, that mom or that father looking at this opportunity, what would you say to them?
People make time for what they want to make time for. If people show you a way that you can achieve whatever level of success you desire, whatever that looks like. So even when we talk about economics and giving back, if you want to utilize it because you need capital to start something, an endeavor that you love, People make time for what they want to. The greatest thing that I love about this business, because I am a busy person, right? I'm a GS-14 in the federal government. I have a young child, and y'all know when the age gap is there, it's like you have more than one because it's different that last time around, right? But this business fits around your life instead of your life fitting around the business. Do you want to know when I work my business? When I go to the grocery store? Do you want to know when I work my business? When I take this little one out to have fun with her? Do you want to know when I work my business literally while I'm doing, y'all, the greatest thing, you're already doing what we do. You just don't make any money for it. So when we show you and you are introduced to this opportunity, you'll see how this opportunity literally allows you to continue to live your life in whatever capacity that looks like. I always tell people, while you see it as a business, it's a platform. Use the platform for how you desire to utilize it, because again, you're already doing the work. You're doing it. You just need somebody to show you how to shift it so that you actually capitalize and make money off of it. Continue to do what you're already doing, but make money like we are doing what you're already doing. It changes the game, ultimately. It absolutely changes the game.
I love it. Miss Parker, what would you say to someone who's looking at the opportunity and they have the question, what was some of the things you wish you had known before starting this business opportunity? Because they probably still questioning it. So help them with some things that you wish you had known that you know now.
Okay, the fact that sharing the opportunity can earn you income, and then just learning and personally developing in the opportunity. I wish I had known more, because I would have not been so casual about building the opportunity and utilizing it for travel. Of course, I had twins at different schools, so I was utilizing the travel, and I was getting so many discounts and perks just showing them different colleges. We didn't know where they were going to go off to college. But when you utilize your, product and you can save on it, right? You much rather pay $40 a night than 120 or whatever. We save and we earn with this opportunity. I wished I had known more about the importance of the 7 additional income, because my why was really kind of loose. My why didn't have anything to do with me personally earning money. And so you change that as you learn more. And so going through the heat of a divorce, it made me look at the opportunity to earn multiple income streams more than just the, percentage we get, which we get the lion's share of it. We get 70 to 80% of the commission that's built in. So we get the lion's share when we book travel, but there was an additional 7 incomes on the table. And I was really kind of operating it casually, right? Like a hobby, right? And so, but if you, work it like a hobby, it'll pay you like a hobby. But when I started to understand and going to the events that the company had corporately, that's when the click and the light switch went off. And I said, wow, okay, I really need this. Who wants to pay 60 grand or more towards an attorney, right? But so I wanted to, again, level the playing field in the income ratio that I was feeling the, squeeze of through the divorce. And so this was it. This was it, this was it for me.
And just to be transparent, I know most of you all that's looking at this opportunity probably saying, I don't want to recruit. I don't want to talk to my friends. I don't want to talk to my family about this opportunity. It seems like y'all do a whole lot of work, and this is not something I want to do. This is transparent moment, ladies. So who want to tackle that question? I mean, okay, Tiffany, because it's transparent. I know people are saying that.
Absolutely. The first thing I'm going to say, get in and enjoy your business and do what you want to do. Is your business. I always tell people, I'm just going to make sure you're educated to know that there are 8 streams of income. That's first of all. Second of all, I don't recruit anybody. Do you know what I do? I live my life and inform and educate people. If they decide to partner with me and do the business like I do, then so be it. This platform, again, like I said, gives you the opportunity to do y'all, we got people making 6 figures by booking travel. But that's their prerogative. Do you know why? Listen, that travel income is good. It's You done heard some numbers. I got to check today and I didn't book any travel personally. The compensation plan is great, but that travel you book it one time, you get paid one time. So now that's those people who say, I don't have time. That's a job. That's a job. So what we are trying to position you to do, whether you desire to recruit or not, number one, is going to happen organically. Some of you all might know some people on the line already who got invited because somebody told them, right? That's all it is. Again, the rich get rich because someone shared with them an opportunity. So I will forever educate people on what they did not know. But do I have to recruit? Y'all, it's your business. Run your business how you want. But I personally like residual money. My bills come in every month. I need my money to come in every month. And I like it to grow when I'm asleep. Period.
I love. And now I'm gonna give it to you, Miss. I'm gonna give it to you. But let me ask this question. How
Okay.
many of you all work for someone? If you work for someone, raise your hand on that. If you're employed by someone, raise your hand. All right, I see hands. Can I tell you something? You were recruited. You were recruited in a Fortune 500 company. You were recruited and someone is making millions off of your recruitment, off of the work you do every single day. So when people tell me they don't want to recruit, I'm like, but you was recruited and you're working for a company that's making a whole lot of money and you missing out because you have the opportunity to help someone else position themselves where they can make 8 streams of income, but you're afraid to open your mouth because you're scared somebody might say no. And when is the last time you heard the word no? Probably not the other day, right? It's okay. Everybody is not for everybody, but we want to help the people that it's for. That's all we saying. Like Miss Tiffany Pierce, you put it eloquently. I don't recruit people. I help people. I educate people. I inform people of a way they can change their life. Y'all, people are out here wanting something different, just don't want to do anything different. But in order for things to change, you must change. Miss McGowan.
So my mindset is a little different because we're part of a divine nine, right? And I feel like I love the terminology, but I feel like I recruit people for Delta. That's my brand, right? When people see me, they see Delta, they want to be a part of the sorority. They might come ask me questions, right? And I tell them what to do, how to plug in, go to events. I'm not sure if you've done that, but anytime I've referred and written a letter to someone for membership into this sorority, nobody gives me a check, right? Same thing, minding my business. I am living my life, enjoying, part-time and full-time and my lifestyle that, I have right now. People tap me on my shoulder and sometimes I do theirs and we have a conversation. What people have to realize is they're going to make a quality decision no matter what. When I took my first trip, Director McCombs, my friends realized, and it was a couple's trip, my rate was $49 and theirs was $110, right? It was like, it was 79, sorry. How did you get that rate? And I said, I'm a merchant, not a consumer, right? I want to be the one to refer them to our agency, just like my sorority. I want them to be one of the largest successful travel businesses in the world. So that is a conversation everybody should have. Even with the Department of Defense, I would love for you to work for my specific agency if you are that rock star. I want to hire you. I want you to be one of my contract specialists in my organization. So that's what it's about. Everybody has to understand, in order to increase your net worth, it depends on that network, right? So you have to network. You have to really build a team if you want that dream. So change your mindset and put that entrepreneur cap on, and that's what it's about. Back to you.
All right, last question, and then I want y'all to give closing comments. And I'm gonna throw this at two more questions. And Miss McRae, I'm gonna give you one. I'm gonna give Miss Parker one. Some people saying, okay, well, is this a pyramid? Am I getting in here helping you make money? Am I getting here, and my saying, Miss McRae, you helping Louis Vuitton get rich. You
So
fine.
let's talk about
So let's
that.
talk about it.
Now, let's talk about the pyramid. Just like this. The top person gets all the money, right? So really, let's say, just let us be clear, a pyramid is illegal. And we're not doing anything illegal because we wouldn't be on Zoom tonight with over 1,000 people on tonight. Okay, we wouldn't be talking about that. But I will also say that the person at the top, I will never, I don't care, I can work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I will never make more than Richard Woods, who is the state superintendent of schools in the Georgia public school system. Okay, and I'm calling it out. It's the truth. I don't care how many times we talk about things. Wherever you work, you will never make more than that owner. Okay, let's talk about the fact that we are partnered with Disney. We're partnered with Royal Caribbean, Hilton. We can talk about all of those things. Walt Disney is not going to lose Disney World for partnering with someone that is doing something that's illegal. So no, it's not a pyramid. So let's be clear on that. I want to help you all understand something, that when you work in a job, and I'm not saying for anyone to quit their job. I started making $100,000 at 4 years into my business with Planet Marketing. At a few years later, now I'm making over 200,000, and I was part-time, and I just said goodbye to my full-time job in education in July. Right? So I was making $200,000 part-time, and I patterned that after Director Mayberry McCombs and Director Mashiba McGowan, because both of those ladies did that. What I want you all to know is that you have the ability to choose what you want to do and how you want to do it. When you're working for someone, you are in a pyramid because you're not going to beat them. You're never going to. Now you have your own business. You can choose to do what you want to do, how you want to do it, and when you want to do it. I'm going to tell you all, it's taken me a little bit of a change because I just left in July. So I'm getting my DMO, which is my daily method of operation. I'm trying to figure out how I work daily, but I get to choose what I want to do, when I want to do it, and how I want to do it. And I'm making $200,000 residually. I think these ladies that are on this panel with me that really inspired me, because I didn't know that I had that opportunity. I didn't know it, but they showed me a way. And now I get to choose what I want to do, how I want to do it. And it's not a pyramid, because I report all my money to the IRS, that's for sure. And I pay dearly, but I want you to know you can do it too. That's it.
Y'all type in the chat, freedom, freedom, because that's what we're talking about, freedom. And I know it's some people on the call, and then Ms. Parker, I'm gonna throw it to you, that never heard this before. So what it is this. You have the ability to own your own independent travel agency where you book travel, any type of travel around the world, and you earn 70 to 80% of the commission of all travel that is booked. Not only do you get a chance to book travel, but you can help other people get their business started as well, which is 7 more additional streams of income. You have an opportunity with Planet Marketing and Teletravel to own a business in the largest and sexiest industry in the world, where you can make 4 to 5 checks a month and have access to 8 streams of income. Y'all, this is not rocket science. That's why we don't have to do the presentation every time we talk, because it's just that simple. I can own my business, I can book travel, anything travel, and I get paid. I have the ability to save money on my own travel. When I travel, I can actually decide if I want to make or save. And then you tell me I can help other people and I can make 7 more streams. That's it. That's the opportunity. But there's one more piece to this, is legacy. Ms. Parker. Woo. See, most people think that we're chasing checks, but what we're really doing is chasing legacies. So let me just make this clear about the 7 streams of income right quick before I turn it over to you to talk about legacy. Because today is the 15th of the month. Everybody, we receive the check on the 1st of the month, We received a check on the 2nd of the month. Well, we received both of them on the 2nd. 2 checks on the 2nd. Then we turned around the next week and we received the check on the 9th. Then we received the check on the 10th. We received the check today on the 15th. We will receive another check tomorrow on the 16th. That's 6 checks in 16 days. So when people ask me, is this real? I'm like, yes, this is real.
This is real. That's
And
true.
then we still got what? 1, 2, at least 3 more checks this month. We're not telling you something that we don't know. We're telling you what we do know. We're telling you because we lived it. And then on top of that, you get a chance to leave a legacy for your children's children. Ms. Park, I'm throwing it to you.
Let me tell you quickly, when I went through a divorce, things changed. As you know, they may change, right? And so you may have estate planning and things set up for your children, capital gains taxes, and all these things set up to be pre-taxed on other things. You may have life insurance policies where you can divvy into it ahead of time, whatever. You might take a penalty, you may not. Have things set up where you have different sources of income because you have invested. But when I tell you, I have never, and I've worked at some really credible, good radio stations owned by, CBS and the such. And so, but I've never had anybody care about what would happen to my kids once I passed away. Until this opportunity with Planet Marketing, I said, sign me up right away because I want to create a legacy. My kids was used to their dad being the sole provider, and a very good one he was, with that 7 figures and all that we put aside for them, a private school education, and all of that. But this company is a true legacy business because your business will actually keep going even after you're gone, right? It's a true legacy business. And again, I never had anybody worked at a lot of good companies, good radio stations. Never did they care about what would happen to my kids after I passed away. So here, when you become a director, our founder says, oh, you're going to help me grow my business? I'm going to leave you a true legacy. And that's what he has for us. I love it because your family will still receive all of your commissions, your weekly, bonuses, your checks, everything, your director bonuses, everything, until they pass away, and they can actually leave it too. You want to talk about breaking generational curses. That is it. And this is the only opportunity that I know of that have offered that. And that is really a big deal. And all 3 of my kids are in this business. I want them to all become directors themselves. But guess what? If they don't, I'm still going to leave them $1 million business when I go. Back to you.
I love it. I love it. See, the founder and visionary, Mr. Donald Bradley, said, listen, we're going to allow you to leave that legacy for your children's children's children. It's going to go on as long as, they keep passing it on. It never stops. And then somebody told me to go ahead and put the founder and the visionary is an alpha by alpha man as well. Miss Tiffany Pierce, closing comments, and how much do it cost?
Absolutely. Listen, for initial investment, one-time investment of $200, I always stop there. Y'all, if you go outside, if you go out to eat, you will arbitrarily spend $200 and not know where it went. This is the best $200 I ever invested in anything because it paid me a return that is out of this world. After 30 days, you get a 30-day money-back guarantee if you don't like it. But I'm going to tell you, when you experience the business, you don't want your money back. A 1-year profit guarantee, $60 a month to keep your business open. Any traditional business owners on the line, if you're a traditional business owner, drop me in the chat. What business on earth can you keep open for $60 a month, $2 a day? Your initial investment gets your business started. You get to tap into the travel industry like a rock star, y'all. Just being very transparent. Nothing is off limits. Everything you desire is at your fingertips. Again, like I said, keep doing what you're already doing, but let them pay you now instead of you just paying them. My final closing remarks, y'all, just try it. Someone invited you here for whatever reason. Just try it. What's the worst that can happen? We change your life? The worst thing that can happen is you stumble upon an opportunity that gives you the opportunity to add additional streams of income into your household to continue to live the life that you were destined, designed, and created to live, help other people maybe in the process, and make some money. That's it. We weren't put here on this earth to work for someone and die. Don't let that be your life. Get back with the person who invited you. I promise you, the opportunity of a lifetime must be seized in a lifetime. Ain't that what our coach says? One of our coach and mentor says?
Yes.
And when I tell you this is the opportunity of a lifetime, and I don't care how many times you look past it, the time is now. Like she said, don't just survive anymore, thrive. Back to you.
And I'm
The
gonna,
recording has stopped.
y'all don't mind, give me 2 minutes. I'm gonna let the guests ask questions, okay? So if you are a guest on the line, if you are a guest and you have questions, I want you to get your questions answered before you get off of here. But I did throw up a poll on the screen right now. So if you've been looking at this opportunity, and maybe it's your first time just looking at it, and you just decide, wait a minute, I see a culture of women, men who really are making a difference in other people's lives. I want to be a part of it. Y'all, I didn't understand it all. Miss McRae didn't understand it all. Miss Pierce didn't understand it all. Miss McGowan, Miss Parker, none of us understood it all. We just knew we wanted something different in life. And that's why we took the lead. So, questions, guests, you should be able to come off of mute or put it in the chat. Your questions. All right, I see 23 people that says I'm ready to get started. Listen, this is what you do. Get back with the person that invited you. Get back with them. And it takes you about 10 to 15 minutes to get your business up and running. And let me tell you the beauty of this. You can start making money right now. Yep, turnkey business. Start making money right away. Get your first check in January. I just told you we got 3 more checks to get, right? So you get in here, get your next 2 checks right now. Y'all, this is the time to take that leap of faith. Does IntelliTravel give you clients to sell to? Ms. McRae, you want to answer that?
I will answer that. No, we do our warm market. Those are people that we know, we love, we trust. We talk to our friends, our family, and those people. And then we get referrals. We ask them. So IntelliTravel does not initially at all give you referrals to get clients.
I love that. Rashiba, how exactly do you start booking trips for people once your business gets started?
ASAP. So this is a turnkey business. So you'll have
So they
access.
ask how do
Right.
they? Okay, go ahead. I'm
So
sorry.
you'll have access. So the how can be pick up the phone and call a supplier. The how can be pointing people to your booking.com so they can do it themselves. Or the how can be registering as a independent travel advisor with the supplier and going to their website and doing it. Right. And so remember, you're already a consumer. We do this. We book our own rental cars, our cruises, our hotel rooms. Now you're doing it from the inside. So we'll show you ASAP when you start your business what that looks like. So pick a way to do it. It's your business, right? Treat it like that.
I love it. Ms. Parker, outside of the initial cost we pay, is there a monthly fee?
Yes, the monthly fee is just $2 a day. If you think about the average month having 30 days, it's $59.90 or $60 a month. And so again, I know people in this business that are making more money than if they had paid into a large franchise, and they don't have employees, right? And so you don't have to pay the cost of overhead for a building. But we do have so much at your fingertips. One time $200, $59.90 per month. And that's $2 a day for 2 debt-free businesses with 8 income streams, right? So that's amazing. So get started.
I love it. Miss Tiffany Pierce, what's the difference between Planet Marketing and IntelliTravel?
Absolutely. Two mutually exclusive companies who have a partnership exclusively together, right? And so Planet Marketing allows you to introduce people to the opportunity. That's where we tap into 7 of the 8 streams of income. And teletravel is exactly what it sounds like, all things travel. That's what affords us the opportunity to become merchants instead of consumers in the travel industry. And again, the two businesses are partnered together to give you one opportunity, but access to 2 six-figure multiple streams of income businesses.
Miss McRae, can you cancel at any time?
Absolutely. I want you to know that in the first 30 days, hey, if you decide this is not for you, you had buyer's remorse. You are not going to, you don't want to make money or save money on your own travel or the travel of others, you can cancel at any time. And then after the first 30 days, we give you a 12-month guarantee, though. I want you to understand that. Most businesses don't do that. Most businesses don't guarantee you a profit. 3 to 5 years, most small businesses fail. We guarantee you a profit in the first 12 months, and you have 12 months. Try us, see if you like it. If you haven't saved or earned as much as you've invested, we're going to cut you a check for the difference. So yes, we guarantee that you're going to make a profit if you follow our tried and true techniques.
I love it. I'm trying to, if y'all can stop answering the question, I can get them. So can you cancel at any time? The tax advantages. Y'all, we're not tax professionals, but definitely go seek your tax professional. At the end of the year, you're going to get a 1099. Once you make $600 or more, you take that 1099 to your tax professional and they can actually file your taxes for you. The 9 streams of income, we already told you the 70 to 80% commission, right? When you book travel, you earn a 70 to 88, it's 8 streams, sorry. It's 70 to 80% commission. When you help someone get started, you're going to get a $50 direct commission. When they go out and help someone get started, you're going to get a 50% check match. Once you grow an organization of 9 people or more, you're going to get what we call a team bonus, anywhere from $10 to $60 as your organization grows, right? And then you're going to get a 10% match at that level of everyone that you brought into business. When they book travel, you're going to get a 10% match. You're also going to get a 10% match on the residual component. Our residual component maxes out at $118,000 a month residually. That's already, that's 7. And then our last stream of income is what we call our director's program. You can get anywhere from $500 a month up to $250,000 a month when you grow an organization of 100 people to 250,000. Okay? So you get a 10% match on the residual component too. I skipped that one, sorry. 10% match on the residual component. So that's 8 streams of income inside of one opportunity.
So there was a question in here, if you don't mind if I answer. Someone asked if they could book United Airlines. Does it matter who you travel on? Again, I will tell you, nothing is off limits. We are not a timeshare. We are not a travel club. We pay you in real dollars, okay? And nothing is off limits. There's no blackouts. If you can't book it, it's because it's not available. Literally, that's the only reason. And we're talking everything. Yeah, we're not just talking about flights and hotels. We're talking about excursions, cruises, NFL, NBA, concert tickets. If you want to zip line, if you want to ride the ATVs, any and every private jets, private yachts, literally everything travel related that people do travel related. You can tap into all of that. Just become a merchant instead of a consumer.
I love it. Are we covered under Intella Eras and Emission Insurance? Yes, we are. You're going to be licensed and bonded up under Intella Travel as well. They are your host agency. So with Intella Travel, that's the travel side of the business. Intella Travel sells travel. Planet Marketing sells the Intella Travel opportunity. That's where you become a director and receive the residual streams of income. Okay? All right. Training is available at your own time, at your own pace. Okay, y'all see anything else?
No, but I do want to address one of that thing. Someone's scared about coming in and not making any money. Y'all, it is not as difficult as you think. If you've ever booked yourself on something, you know 95% of it. We're just going to show you how to do it as a merchant instead of a consumer. And there are plenty of people who are probably right around you looking for someone to help them book their travel. All you have to do is let them know you're in the industry.
Are we competing with Expedia? No, that's your partner. Expedia is your partner. So now that you have your credentials, you get an IATA number, a CLIA number, ARC number, you book with Expedia and now you get paid. See how lovely this is, y'all? This is just, I look at it, I'm just like, it's mind blowing. We're doing it anyway, so why not get paid?
Training is available. I know she answered that, but we have a university, and Director McCombs and myself, she could say it now, I'm saying it for her. We did it while at work. So
Yeah.
knowledge is power, y'all.
Will at iPhone, I answered that question. You said my question wasn't answered. Yes, is IntelliTravel a director or Planet Marketing? IntelliTravel is the travel side of the business where you become an advisor. You book travel, earn commission. The director side of the business is Planet Marketing, where you actually help other people get their independent travel agency started. So you become a director with Planet Marketing, a rep director, you a travel advisor with IntelliTravel. Okay. What do you have to lose? Nothing. 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 Y'all ask this question and we about to go. How many of y'all have spent $200 on something that would never yield you income? Put it in the chat. Me. Everybody has. Did you ask yourself how I'm gonna lose? How many of y'all bought Nikes? How many of y'all bought clothes? Got your hair done? Did you ask yourself, what do I have to lose? No. You went and spent that money for something that was going to last you what? Maybe hairstyle, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, tennis shoes. You want some more in the next 6 months? So why ask with a business where you're investing, where you heard people who making 6 figures did it in 2 years? What do I have to lose? Nothing. But if you don't do it, you can miss out on an amazing opportunity. That's it. All right. All right. Let's go. All right, everybody, listen, this is it. Thank you, ladies. Thank you, ladies, for being on the panel. Amazing job just sharing your testimony for the Divine Nine. We opened it up. We talked about it exclusively for Divine Nine, but we also talked about it how just if you're not even Divine Nine, but Divine Nine, we take, as they said before, we take anniversary trips. We go to Boulé. We go to all those different things. Now just think about it. Now you can make money off of all those purchases instead of just going and spending money. Then write it off on your taxes. All right? All right, everybody. Thank you so much. Y'all have an amazing rest of your night. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
allowing me to serve.
Thank you.
Well,